Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to AI Cafe Conversations. This is your host, Sahar Andrade. I am your AI whisperer, and today is actually about an important subject that is very important to my heart, and it's about AI and mental health, balancing technology and human connection. So, welcome again to the AI Cafe Conversations, the podcast where we brew up conversations about technology and well being without being a techie. Imagine walking into your favorite cafe, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee filling the air. You can almost hear the gentle hum of conversation and the clicking of cups. It's in this cozy atmosphere that we're going to explore a topic that's been on many minds lately: AI and mental health. So, before we go into any of that, as usual, I will share the biggest news that have been happening this week. And then I'm going to give you a couple of tools, and then we'll go into our subject of AI and mental health. The biggest news ever that we all have been waiting for is actually that ChatGPT or OpenAI have released their O1 version or O1 mini. So if you have a paid version, I have a paid version. I didn't check yet if it's on the free one. It just happened right before the weekend. It's you can actually go through the drop down menu and it would tell you 4.0, or now it has O1 or mini O1 that you can choose from the drop down menu. So they call the O1 the typical blueprint for prompt engineering. So whatever we have been talking about on prompt engineering and prompt chaining all this time is upside down. You don't need any of that anymore. At least that's what they say. Again, I have to go through it. I didn't really experiment with it, but I'll be sharing it in my next podcast. So make sure that whatever you put as a request in the O1 is as detailed as possible. So you can ask the model to actually break it down step by step. Don't confuse it. Make sure that you share the subject matter that they are. Basically, again, so one thing that didn't change is the role. So make sure to put the expertise that you expect from it. It has a new reasoning focused model. It takes a little bit longer, so it takes between 18 and 20 seconds, but who really cares if it's going to give you a good result? So the new form of OpenAI, it will do the heavy lifting for you on its own. So don't complicate it with a big prompt or lower quality products. So what you need to do, I'm going to give you a little bit of steps. Keep your prompt simple and direct. Avoid the way we have been thinking that I'm going to chain my prompts, meaning I'm going to like divide it into idea by idea, how to explain your reasoning. Don't do that. And don't clutter your prompts with too much information. Just smooth the most important part. And it will get it. It will depend on its own reasoning. I tried it once this morning and I was amazed actually by the result. Again, I'm going to do a test this week and I'm going to share it with you in my next podcast. This is what I know or what came out about Chat GPT, the new thing. The other thing also about Chat GPT is that it launched Strawberry. We have been talking about Strawberry. There have been Project Strawberry. It was expected to launch in 2 weeks, but actually, guess what? It did launch today. But again, it's called, this is what they don't call it Strawberry as what they had it before, like Sam Altman used to do all these emojis of strawberries. So it's again what we call O1, and it spends more time thinking before it responds. It's faster than a human can. So it was just, it was supposed to be next week, but it has been actually released. Like I said, it has been trained with reinforcement learning that teaches to think before it answers. So this is the first platform or the first form of AI that we see thinking on its own. So it's ideal for multi-step complex tasks that you would need complex, for example, math problems, and actually it's heaven for coders. And we should care about that because it's development that we're having. Again, it can take 10 to 20 seconds to think, but it will give you really very good results. They say that it cracked the world's first AI model capable of human-like reasoning. This is amazing. I mean, this is the beginning, and this is something that people have been actually scared of, that AI is going to start thinking on its own. And moving forward with that, the other news that I have for you here, one of the things you can do also with ChatGPT is to do budget analysis. How you can do that? You can upload your budget or financial statement to ChatGPT, and then you can ask it to analyze the financial statement and summarize key information. So it will do it for you with a summary. And if it gives you a term that you're not sure what it is or how to use it, you can just ask it to explain it to you. So this is another great development and a tool that you can use on ChatGPT. One of the prompts that you can use also is to enter a prompt as my branding consultant and PR strategist. What are some effective networking strategies for building professional connections? You can add it on LinkedIn or in real life or whatever you want to get. When you do that, actually it will give you a few strategies that will help you for that to build a solid network of professionals. I'm going to give you a couple of tools that you can use now. Genius AI is actually an AI-powered social media pilot for business growth. Scopy, S as in Sam, C-O-P as in Paul, E-Y, scopes and quotes work and manages change requests in real time. These are a couple of tools. Another one will be Spinach, and it's your meeting assistant. It takes accurate meeting notes, drafts, recap emails, and captures action note in your tools. There is also Aicado, A-I-C-A-D as in David O. Select your preferred AI model, customize it to fit your needs, and integrate it into your business. Again, all this news that I get you are from the Neuron as well as from the AI tool report. You can subscribe to them and get also your news. I give them a shout out from here. Now going to the main subject that we have today, which is AI and mental health, balancing technology and human connection. Pour yourself a fresh cup of coffee and let's look closer at how AI is changing the landscape of mental health care. For better or for worse. Sounds like someone getting married, isn't it? But AI is here to stay. And as we are seeing, it's really keep developing real fast. And I know some people that don't even use it yet or are still scared from it. We need to learn it to prevent if there is anything else that we can manage as challenges or even as dangers of AI if some exist. Balancing technology and human connection is a big deal, specifically for me. I do believe in human connection. I do love AI and I use it a lot in my daily life, but also balancing the human connection is huge for me. AI has become a prominent part of our lives, and it's crucial to consider its impact on our mental health. So today we are going to examine how AI is impacting our well-being, from AI-powered therapy apps to concerns about social isolation. We will also discuss how to maintain genuine human connections in a world where AI companions are becoming more common. So grab your favorite mug and let's dive deeper. Let's not, first of all, overlook the creative ways AI is being employed. But I always like to bring you the good, the bad, and the ugly. I don't want to use my bias for AI, not to mention what are the challenges or what are even the dangers of AI that we can have. I just give it all to you, and you can make your decision on how, when, and if to use AI. So there are some apps that use AI to create personalized music or art therapy sessions based on your mood and preferences, which can be a soothing escape, just like the right coffee blend can lift your spirits. And we have been seeing that in Spotify, where it picks the music based on your previous listening or what you like. But how do these apps really, really work exactly? Imagine you're entering a cafe feeling a bit down. You share your thoughts with the barista, in this case the AI, who then offers you words of advice or a comforting anecdote. The AI assesses your mood from the conversation, using cues to offer help, just like a good barista might know when to offer a comforting word along with your favorite comfort drink. These tools use techniques like natural language processing to simulate conversation and provide cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT like we call it. For instance, an app might help you challenge negative thoughts or provide relaxation exercises before a big event, like if you're going for an interview or you are making a speech or you're going on a first date, right? Think of it as having a therapist in your pocket, handy, right? Let's start with what I like to call the AI espresso shot. I love my espressos. You know that quick jolt of energy you get from a shot of espresso? That's similar to what AI-powered therapy apps can offer to our mental health. These apps are quick, accessible, and can give you a boost when you need it. They are available 24/7, so you don't need to make an appointment between 9 and 5. Often at a lower cost than traditional therapy, especially if you don't have insurance. And as I said before, provide anonymity for those who might feel uncomfortable with face-to-face sessions. I remember a time when I was going through a particularly stressful period at work, juggling few contracts, writing proposal, trying to manage my life as a wife and a firm mom and all that together. Late one night, feeling overwhelmed, I turned to a meditation app on my phone. The soothing voice guiding me through breathing exercises helped calm my racing thoughts. It wasn't a cure-all, but it was like that perfect shot of espresso, just what I needed to regain my focus and get through the moment. Imagine AI as a cup of coffee from a vending machine, convenient and efficient, but lacking the warmth and depth of a barista-made coffee in a cozy cafe. Similarly, AI can fully replicate the empathy and connection experienced in human interactions. I know I sound stuffy, you guys, but I'm having this, I don't know, a little bit of congestion into my sinuses and my throat, so I apologize in advance for that. So getting that coffee from the vending machine is what I call the automated coffee machine phase of AI in mental health. Those machines that can make any coffee drink at the push of a button. Obviously, they are efficient and consistent, but they lack that personal touch. AI chatbots and virtual assistants are a bit like that. They can handle simple tasks and provide basic emotional support, which is great for many situations. But there is a risk of over-reliance and reduced human interaction. As I mentioned, with all its perks, AI in mental health is not without its risks. The lack of human oversight can sometimes mean that serious mental health issues might go unnoticed or not addressed properly. There is also the big question of data privacy. How secure is the information you share with these AI apps? Just like you wouldn't want someone eavesdropping on your coffee shop chat about personal matters. You wouldn't want your sensitive data handled carelessly. But also, we need to remember we have seen hackers hack big agencies, including psychiatrists and court cases and everywhere. So it's not like AI make it worse, but it gives it another channel to be hacked. Okay, and that's why we need to always use our due diligence. And how about the impact of reducing human interaction? While it's convenient to have support at your fingertips, this can lead to isolation. And remember, the younger generations are like mostly younger millennials and Z are really suffering from isolation because they depended so much on social media that they lost, to start with, human touch, and now AI is making it even worse. It's important to balance AI interactions with human connections. Think of it like visiting a cafe. While it's great to grab a quick coffee to go, spending some time in the cafe interacting with others can be a much richer experience. And this is where Gen Z is a little bit better on human connections than Gen Y, because they grew up with FaceTime, they grew up with facial expression, they grew up with looking at someone else's face rather than just a font on a screen like the millennials did. And by the way, I'm using Z and Y as generalization, not as stereotyping. So there are differences, individual differences in every group. I'm just doing it as a framework. Interacting with others can be, like I said, a richer experience, but it reminds me also when cafes started replacing some baristas with automated machines. Sure, the coffee was consistent, but we missed the smile, we missed the small talk, we missed the human connection that made each visit special. And remember when we would go into a cafe and they would remember our name and that made us feel really, really fuzzy inside? A vending machine cannot you feel that. So that brings us to the human barista, the irreplaceable connection that comes from genuine human relation and skilled therapist. They are like that barista who knows your usual order, notices when you're feeling down, and can offer personalized support that goes beyond just serving coffee. Human connection brings empathy, intuition, and shared experiences that AI simply can't replicate. At least not yet. There is a healing power in physical presence and touch that no algorithms can match. There is actually a new platform for AI called Pi, P as in Paul, I.ai, and it claims that it's the first emotionally intelligent AI. I will never forget the day I walked into my local cafe feeling absolutely dejected after a really hard interview with someone for a proposal that has gone wrong. My regular barista, Anna, took one look at me and said, "Rough day, huh? This one is on the house." That simple act of kindness, the understanding in her eyes, it made all the difference. It's these moments of human connection that reminds us we are not alone. So how do we find the perfect blend? How can we integrate AI tools while maintaining those crucial human relationships? Think of it like crafting the perfect cup of coffee. You might use an app to track your mood and practice mindfulness techniques. That's like adding a shot of AI espresso to your mental health routine. But make sure to balance it with the rich, full-bodied experience of human connection. To maintain this balance, it's crucial to use the AI tool as an adjunct, not a replacement, for traditional therapy and human interactions. Set boundaries with your technology. Make time and conscious effort to prioritize face-to-face interactions and community involvement. Use AI just as a supplementary tool and support rather than the sole source of support. It's like enjoying a quick espresso on busy days, but savoring a long chat with friends over a latte on weekends. Find what works for you. So as we wrap up today's session, let's remember the importance of blending modern technology with traditional methods of care. I encourage you to reflect on your own mental health brew. What's the right mix of technology and human connection for you? AI offers incredible tools for mental health support, but it shines brightest when used in conjunction with genuine human contact. Remember, just as every coffee order is unique, so is every person's mental health journey. There is no one-size-fits-all solution. Experiment, find what works for you, and don't be afraid to adjust your recipe as needed. And here's a final thought to take away. Next time you're feeling overwhelmed, why not step away from the screens and meet a friend at a real cafe? Your mental health latte is waiting to be savored. Thank you for joining me in this thoughtful discussion at AI Cafe Conversations. Stay tuned for more enriching talks, and don't forget to connect, not just online, but in the real world too. Take care of yourself and each other. And remember, in the world of mental health, human connection is the secret ingredient that makes all the difference. Please like, share, tell your friends about this podcast. It will help me immensely, and I would really appreciate it. Until next time, keep your coffee sweet and your conversations sweeter. This is your host, Sahar Andrade, and I am your AI whisperer. I'm gonna leave you this week until we meet next week. Stay safe and learn more of AI. AI Cafe Conversation out.